I'd like to thank everybody for coming. This is a pretty big deal. It's been a long time coming. We've been working on this for a long time. I think we looked it up the other day, and it was 13 years. 13 years ago was the first concept that we shared with the city, and we went back and forth with. And the last couple years, this thing's really taken off. This airport has grown substantially, and we need all these facilities that we have. We're so grateful to the city for picking us for this project. Through this whole process in the last couple years, it's ended up with two awesome projects for the city and for the citizens of Spanish Fork. We have ours, there's another one over here, and I can definitely attest to everybody that the city has looked out for the citizens, they've looked out for the airport, they've looked out for the growth, and in the end, everybody has won. And what was most important, it worked for the airport, it worked for the city, and it worked for the citizens of Spanish Fork. There's been one catalyst that I would really like to just make sure that I bring the attention to, and I just want to say a thanks to my dad, Steve. He's been working on this for years and years, and he hasn't gave up. There's been a lot of times where we've sat in an office and we were close to just packing it up, but we didn't do it, and we're here and we made it. So, and it's because of all of you guys and all of our partners that are coming with us, and we're just excited to be here.
Chris Thompson, he oversees public works. He has overseen this project, and like Brandon said, we haven't always seen eye to eye. And Chris listens to my frustrations, and I think times he's been ready to kick me out of his office, but he has a calm voice and a calm way of getting things accomplished, and we wouldn't have had this happen without specifically Chris putting the effort that he's put into it to make this whole thing work for us. So, Chris, thank you. Our anchor tenant here is going to be Flight Academy, and these guys are going to give you some highlights on what they're bringing here, and it will be absolutely amazing for the airport, for the community, and for the aviation business, everywhere because of what they're bringing. So.
All right, I'll be brief, but I appreciate you guys all coming out. I appreciate the staff all coming out. No, this is going to be awesome. We're going to be bringing a lot of business here. We're going to be bringing between 40 and 50 employees, 40 and 50 new aircraft. We're working on bringing aircraft manufacturing to one of these hangars. And so we just want to thank everybody for being a part of it. I know Christian, and you guys have been working on this a lot longer than I have. But no, we're super excited for all this to come together finally. And we're going to make sure that we support Spanish Fork and our employees and everybody. So thank you so much. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, everyone, especially my employees and Tucker. It's going to be putting countless hours into this project. But we're all very excited, and we appreciate you guys all coming out. Thank you so much.
I think there's been quite a few thank yous already said. So I'm just going to add a few more thank yous. I'll get the awkward thank you out of the way. Brandon Wilson, thank you for taking my wife to prom back in 2001. You set the bar really high. She never lets me forget on date night, well, Brandon took me here for prom. No. But thank you for not giving up. I think that's pertinent that you mentioned that. This project being over a decade long is certainly something that you could have shelved and could have done other things, but your involvement that's already been here for so long and what you've done with the airport already, thank you for not giving up to make this day possible. I'll tell Brock, thank you. I think it was you in the helicopter a couple years ago now, where man, we try to plan for July and rodeos, and it doesn't work with the weather all the time. But getting a helicopter down close enough to the Fairgrounds Arena a few years ago that made the PRCA rodeo, the largest one held in the state of Utah, able to happen that night. Doesn't happen without being able to bring in your rig and fan it enough to make it work. Steve, thank you personally. Thank you. Steve has been doing business in many different parts of our community for decades, and what's been down here at the airport has been nothing short of amazing for the people you bring in, the tenants you bring into hangars, and the flight school that's been operated here. It's not lost on the city of what that means economically to Spanish Fork. So as a representative of the city and a representative of the residents, thank you for that. That's no small task whatsoever. And the area around the airport is sure one of the brightest spots of our city. And it's not for the lack of planning. It's been very intentional, but things take a long time. And what you see now happening here on site is a part of a broad development happening all over this airport, not just on airport property, but industrial all over. So those partners that have come here to invest their time, their talents, their hard-earned money to make this area thrive and grow is certainly something that this project is a huge part of. And so again, when we're talking about the amount of dollars that are invested in this area, we talk in the millions, and pretty soon we're going to be talking in the billions. And so for a group of guys, of contractors, of pilots, and small business owners that are here today to cut a ribbon and that are from Spanish Fork and built here and grown up here and everything else, it sure is a culmination of something I know they're proud of, but I can tell you the whole city is proud of. So congratulations, and again, I would say welcome, but you've always been here to Spanish Fork. But congratulations on your new site in Spanish Fork, and thank you for taking this leap. I know you won't regret it, and neither will the city. So welcome, and thank you for being here today.
1, 2, 3.